All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are tonight's entertainment. But no, in all seriousness, welcome, guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Welcome to the game and the surgery room. I am your head doctor, leading today's surgery and operation. I am Dr. John Wolfenstein. It is a pleasure to meet you. And before we begin, I do have, shameless, very, very shameless,
Filling.
shilling to do. Because I am first and foremost a whore! But it's okay. Because,
Aren't we all?
I mean, in some way. Some way, shape, or form. So, PAX Professional DM Services. A friendly DM to guide your adventures. That's me. And I hope you guys are excited because I know I'm super excited. Again, I have various memberships ranging from $3 to $25. Spellkeeper is at $3. Item Shop is at $5. Monster Menagerie at $10. Species Collector is at $15 with the option for a 7-day free trial. So if you're not sure if I'm worth the money yet, by all means, stop on down and see the species that I have come up with, as well as everything below it. Monsters, magic items, spells, and see if it is worth it to you. And if it is, by all means, stick around, and then you will get... And then, if you choose, you could even upgrade to the next highest tier, which is class customization. Basically, you may get access to homebrew subclasses that I have designed with the help of one of my players, the ever-lovely Callie Cat, and a few others. These two chuckleheads here, Mr. Meowson and Mr. Eric, shall be contributing to the Patreon soon enough with some monsters that they are working on.
Yeet.
And I have a bunch of amazing things coming this year. For those of you who are a fan of old school TV, the show Shaolin Showdown has been featuring very heavily on my page under the magic items section. And for this month, I have just unleashed another batch of Shen Gong Wu. So that way, if you wanted to go play Shaolin Showdown, you certainly could. The Sapphire Dragon all the way to the Silk Spitter. And among them is Shroud of Shadows and Serpent's Tail, which are both awesome Shen Gong Wu that are well known and well loved. Also, to ring in the new year, I have created 2 new subspecies for my Wolfen race. The Wolfen are a fantastic race that I have spent a lot of time kind of honing and cleaning up, and in fact, we'll be getting another cleanup. But they are coming out later this month, as well as the last and final stage of the Cluckerus, the Ancient Cluckerus, the biggest chicken in all of the multiverse. Watch out, it's a man-eater. And it also breathes petrification breath, because of course it does. But as intimidating as a 3-headed chicken might be, it does still get eaten by dragons fairly often. And for those of you interested in classes, if you ever wanted to play the Mafia Enforcer, we have a subclass for you now. Thanks to the ever-lovely Callie Cat, the Enforcer for the Rogue is coming around in the end of January, on the 26th to be exact. And it will be a strength rogue. A rogue that will benefit as much from strength as much as anything else. So if you wanted to play a rogue who can actually punch someone in the face and make them go night-night, this is the rogue for you. However, also this year, I will be planning to do a series of races, or species as I prefer to call them, featured from the greatest show on YouTube, Has Been Hotel and Hell of a Boss. I will be unleashing soon, in fact, a lot sooner than I think. Come next month, I will be unveiling the first of them, the Hellhound. So if you ever wanted to play Luna or Tex, then now's the time. Because hot dang, I am working really hard on them. And one last bit of news is that if you don't find all of this to be content worthy enough in and of itself, then I will also be posting up my shop by the end of this month, where I will be offering massive PDFs for you, my amazing viewers. I will also be putting them on Drive-Thru RPG, where the first installment of Blaze's Big Book of Spells shall appear. And it will contain all of the spells I have released thus far on my Patreon, as well as a sneak peek into the future, into the next 3 months of spells. So, if you haven't supported my Patreon, keep an eye out, because as soon as that drops, I'll be plugging it pretty much everywhere. And it'll be for the price that I can't charge for a membership. You know. But with all that shilling out of the way, allow me to do a recap, because I do apologize. It has been so very long for Vodari. So, when last we left off, our crew of adventurers and, pirates and, makers of fortune were doing a job for themselves as well as someone else. They were doing a job for the Alchemists Guild. I believe it was. Yes. That's right, it was the Alchemists Guild, because, kind of twitchy. Led by... This would be Nicodemus Lemel, the Gnome Mage. He is the head of the Alchemist Guild, and he has a problem. The first problem is that he doesn't like the way that that Zolen and Zoleni are going. He doesn't like the militarization, but he also understands that it might be needed to protect his stuff. Nicodemus is a very paranoid individual, and he is always afraid of someone trying to steal his alchemical masterpieces. And quite frankly, that is what has caused him to basically side rather silently with Graf, the head of the Guild of Fuels, who is dabbling with some weird powers that he may not be able to control. After all, he is experimenting with creatures called the Kalidu, and seems to be in league with them, or maybe enthralled by them? Who knows? But what is known is that Nicodemus, in order to have the group prove that they are not only allies, but that they can put a stop to Graf and fix some problems as they occur, he has charged them with clearing out the water treatment facility beneath the Alchemist's Guild. And as they clear it out, they will also have access to an underground connection of the Guild of Fuels. This way, they will be able to break in and make sure that he's not doing anything too untoward. And so that's where we find our group now, is making their way towards that destination. We have Mr. Mako, the Shark Man Druid, technically a Tiburon. We have Niafta, the ever lovely Bardess Extraordinaire, making her way. And we have Melty, the Necromancer. And that is where we find them today, is in the sewer, having just investigated a little tiny shrine to one of the gods of Vodari. Oh, hold on. Let me turn you... There you go.
Hey.
Hello. And, yes, that's right.
Where was the shrine?
Here. Here. But...
I don't see where you were pinging, I'm gonna be 100% honest.
Oh, because I'm on the GM layer. That's why. Here.
Oh, right by where... Yeah.
Yep. It is a song. It is a shrine to Sindri, the goddess of creativity and invention. And there's even a little song on the shrine itself. It is a gnomish working song. But the little shrine to Sindri obviously is for the Alchemist Guild, as well as the people who work in it, being that it is a mostly gnome workforce and population. The religion checks were made, and Breve was able to explain that problems are best solved creatively. New ideas and new technology are better than maintaining the status quo, and an open mind combined with hard work can change the world. Reeve was able to tell you what these tenets are, as Reeve is strangely knowledgeable about Sindri. And he also took his little art kit and drew a little stingray by the obelisk. But, with that being said,
Speak of the devil and they shall arrive.
That is what the four of you have discovered. The little shrine to Sindri, the little gnomish working song, and, you know, drawn a little stingray next to it as you guys continue through the treatment facility, heading to the Guild of Fuels via the underground connection to it. So, with all that being said and all that being established, we find ourselves back in Vodari. So my question is simply, where do you go now?
Do we know which way to the Guild of Fuels?
You know it's probably towards the west of your current location, as you came from the east.
We also know that we were told that it's very unlikely that we're going to be getting out the same way we came in.
Yes, that is also true.
Indubitably.
Well, guess our best bet would be if we need to get out, then to find an outflow.
Which way is the sludge flowing?
It's not.
That's what I thought you would say.
Is the clear water just slowly spreading out, or no?
It's spreading out slowly.
Hey, well, looks like we might as well take a bit of a break and wait for the water to clear up.
How long would that take?
A while.
Go with me there. But I don't think, unless you want to be scouring around with a chance of falling in this nasty stuff, I don't think there's much other choice. But far be it from me to tell others what to do. Lady's choice.
Nyafta, Melty.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wish to just kind of hang out and wait and see, or do you wish to press on a little further and see what you can find?
I think I'm going to venture around, but I don't want to go too far from the party.
All right. You should be able to move your token. If you can't, let me know.
Okay. Where should I go, though?
Well, you can start by going up to this juncture and see what you can see.
Or the giant spiders.
Shark
I don't
spider.
know, yeah, because I have telepathy. That's a terrifying thought. Spider shark talking in your mind.
Spider shark? Wait,
Spider
this
shark?
is like a spider that looks like a shark? Or is
No,
this
it's a shark that wild shaped into a giant spider.
So
okay,
Nyafta.
That's more terrifying.
Indeed. But as you get there, you can see that there is a larger than normal tunnel down this way. You can see that there is a tunnel down this way as well, but you can actually see that it ends off in a giant like grate that from roof to floor and probably under the sludge. But you can tell that this one doesn't end in such a location. It actually keeps going, and you can see that there is a unusual amount of what's the word I'm looking for here?
Green stuff? Goo?
No, the goo is kind of consistent, but you can see that there is more evidence of travel as you're looking down these planks. Some of these planks are damaged, as if something heavy has moved along them and damaged them as they have come out.
Wow.
This would be consistent. This would be consistent with the Kalidu walker that you fought earlier.
Okay. So I'm just going to give a little shout out. Hey people! Hey, look what I found.
What did you find?
Skitter.
What?
Are you sure you want to fall into the green goop?
I'm crawling on the roof, remember?
Oh, yes.
There's a roof?
Yeah.
What else would be above us? We're in a sewer.
A ceiling?
Oh.
Got you there.
Feeling
Semantics. But, anyway, I'm still a spider shape. I've been talking to everyone through telepathy.
That's true. You have been, I forget. But so, as you all move closer, you can see that, Nyafta is indeed right. There appears to be footsteps, or at least the broken imprints, of probably one of the Kalidu walkers. Nyafta, there's one other thing you see now that you get that close. You can actually see that what is clogging this particular drain, and you can see beyond the drain, the sludge actually seems to hit a barrier of some kind. There seems to be kind of like not quite a dam, but more like just a breakwater. And the liquid beyond that seems to be black, not green. And you realize it's probably oil or oil that can't be used, or is already used oil. Just from the sight and kind of smell of it. But the thing you see here is a massive bundle and clump of seaweed and other like plants. It's just a massive glob of seaweed that's kind of blocking the tunnel.
This is probably coming from the docks, right?
Very likely. Or it might
Okay.
lead out to the docks. You're not 100% sure.
Right.
Because
Otherwise, what would there be seaweed if it comes from the center of the city?
your roll 20 crash.
Mine did not.
Mine didn't.
No, mine is slow, but it's working.
Oh, okay.
Did yours?
No, I was just worried because that just said you have to disappear on the name list below.
Oh, rip.
Yeah, that happens.
This is
How
my
dare
first
you
time
roll
using
low.
Roll20 on my new tablet, so I have no idea how it's going to be performing.
Fair enough. But so that's what you see as you kind of arrive at that little corner there, Niafta.
Okay. Yes. Well, shall we try and unblock it, or?
You certainly can. You just have to get closer to get at it.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much I want to expose myself. I'm just a bard.
Melly, do you think your skeletons might be able to clear that out for us?
Please and thank you.
Yeah. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember which freaking undead I. Oh yeah, I had the putrid one.
Yeah, you have the
I
putrid.
am more than happy to use the skeletons for the dirty work.
I'm gonna use my undead spirit just because I think it has a higher strength score.
Mhm.
That's
I
fair.
thought that's what the skeletons were for, is to do the dirty work.
Yeah, actually the skeletons are stronger. You're right.
Well, this is dirty and this is work, so
Yeah, no,
perfect.
I was just considering which one was physically stronger because it's manual labor.
Yeah, because
You just do all of them.
The one with the muscles.
That would be actually the skeletons, and that's the sad part.
it's like we have no muscles.
Could I reinforce the skeletons with webbing to make its bone to make it stronger?
Not necessarily. Unfortunately, you're just a spider. You just spit webbing in a clump. It doesn't really mold well.
I tried.
I try. Yeah, I'll have. Where's the blockades down here, right?
Yeah, it's down here.
Yeah, I'll send. How did the skeletons get over there? That's my question.
Well, they can try to jump over to this platform and then make their way across.
It also wouldn't be the first time any of them have walked along the bottom.
Yeah, but they can't walk through the sludge. We found that out. They just gotta float on the top.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure that one out.
I have a backup question, Mr. DM.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Can I use this skeleton like a bridge right here?
not right there, but certainly right here.
Okay. Here.
Because that's a 10-foot, that's less than 5.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have this skeleton, the one with 1 HP.
Alright.
And have the other...
He's gonna lay out across the gap, pulling a Puss in Boots movie move.
Yeah. And the other skeletons are gonna follow.
Fair
or
enough.
rather use him as a bridge.
Is your undead spirit going too, or is he kind of hanging back?
He's gonna go too. Because
Alright.
they actually have some decent strength and
Fair enough. And your putrid guy has an aura, doesn't he?
Yeah, if an enemy starts around near him, they can be poisoned.
Gotcha.
They're it's just that bad to be near them.
So, as they go to grab onto the
Seaweed?
yes, thank you. You notice
I'm
that
alive.
they have some kind of traction at first, and then the seaweed begins to move. And what's the save for your aura?
I hate that.
We double check.
Has the seaweed considered staying dead?
Seaweed is not dead. Festering or my spell save DC.
Okay, and it's a Constitution.
Yes. I'm going to my spell save DC to make sure. 16.
All right, well 9, so it did not enjoy that. So this will turn these, and it's poisoned, right?
It's suffers the poison damage. Let me double check. I haven't read this in a while. Putrid aura. Any creature other than you that starts its rate, unless it's, immune to the poison condition, which my skeletons are.
Yeah.
Constitution saving throw or be poisoned until the start of its next turn.
Nice. Well, that works. So, as that seems to happen and take effect, you watch as a pair of fronds reach up for the putrid guy.
Okay.
Carol, what?
Fronds.
What are fronds?
That's the
S-
word for basically a strand of seaweed.
That is correct.
Yeah.
So these are going to
A
be
tendril of
self-educated.
seaweed.
these are going to be normal attacks because would have advantage normally, but
Because surprise.
yeah. All right, so your putrid one takes 8 bludgeoning damage,
Oh, I'm assuming it just rolled really good.
a 20.
Oh yeah, that one. 8.
Correct. And it will then, you watch as your putrid one gets dragged into the goop and is swallowed up by the seaweed patch that begins to move. And with that, I would like everyone to roll for initiative.
I pay my respects to your stinky man.
It's okay.
I found travel.
I love the battle music you choose for this campaign, by the way, Brent.
Yeah,
I
thank
can
you.
hear it. I'll try it.
The whole thing changed.
Boom, 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 boom. Beep, 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 beep.
You can remove the undead spirit. They all go kinda on my turn.
Did I roll?
Yeah, oh, it looks like it didn't add you to the initiative tracker, so click your token. There you go. And I will set you up with the roll that you had.
Which is kind of funny.
Alright, for some reason it doesn't want to roll for the seaweed.
Did you click on the seaweed?
God damn it.
There it goes.
And why
Sorry.
the hell am I first?
You're
So
not?
is this thing like a monstrosity?
No, it's a
Right
plant.
now, it's until he
It's
hits
just
sort, it
land?
just kind of leaves everyone where they're at.
Oh, okay. No, I had rolled for initiative before. Oh, there it is. It just rolled twice. God damn it.
God dang it. Alrighty, so. Melty, you're up.
I don't know, it feels like a monstrosity to me.
It's a plant monster.
Yeah, monstrosity.
Plant is also a type of monster, Emil.
Let me dream, dang it.
No.
It's okay, I only have nightmares anyways. Thank you for taking those away from me too.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I will take
I'm gonna
payment in the
cast,
form of cookies.
Mind Whip.
Into my what?
Mind whip.
My what?
Now watch her whip.
It needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
You need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Yes, I
It
am.
rolled a 0.
Ripperoni and cheese, fam.
Let me get back to my core and roll damage.
Gosh, hurry up. No, I'm just kidding.
12 psychic damage, and then it can only take one action, either a move, an attack, or a bonus action on its next turn.
Fair enough.
You're fucked.
Yep.
Bonus action, I'm gonna have the skeleton that is being used as a bridge pull out his pistol, and the lay down shoot at the...
Alright, fair enough. Although I think technically that still makes it count as disadvantage.
He's prone, so it gives him at advantage. Because if you make a ranged attack while prone, you have advantage.
Picking it.
Very well.
Yeah, because that's the whole point, is like you're supposed to like lay down and be sneaky.
Fair enough.
It's harder to hit you too. That's the whole gimmick with it.
Early spot.
Yeah.
Works for me.
There's that. Let's go to my skeletons. One's gonna make the pistol, the other two that are right next to it are gonna slash at it.
Oh, dare you? So mean.
Does a 13 hit?
Let me check. Just hits.
8 piercing damage.
Et tu brute. But yes,
11 does not hit. A 14 hits.
a 14 will hit.
6 slashing damage from one of the skeletons. And Undead Spirit is going to make Rotting Claw.
It does so at disadvantage because it is restrained and blinded, and well, it doesn't need to breathe. So
Yeah. So it has disadvantage though?
yes,
Yes.
Okay.
a 12 will not hit.
Rip.
Around.
Yeah, it did do everything right. No, I was just double checking to make sure the equations were all right.
Yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah. Yeah, if it gets hit, it could be paralyzed.
Well, there you go.
No, if that hit. Do I get 2 attacks?
I don't know. Do you?
I think the skeletons will get their one.
No, my putrid one does get 2.
Ah.
At its current level. It can get more if I capcast.
There you go. 22 will hit.
6 slashing damage, and since it's poison, it needs to make a Constitution saving throw, same DC, or be paralyzed till the end of its next turn.
Excuse me. Alright, Constitution saving throw versus your...
Spell save DC, so 16.
21.
Okay, so it's still poison, though.
Yes. But,
Alright, that's all I got.
but poison does not impose disadvantage on saving throws.
It does not. No, I'm just saying it's still poison.
Yeah. Alrighty.
The stinky creature is indeed stinky.
Yeah. That's my turn. That's all I got.
You stinky. Alright, fair enough. Reeve, you're up as you
How stinky are the... Alright, it's my turn for this plant, because I gotta make sure I hit this plant.
Yeah?
This stupid ass plant! We're gonna hunter's mark this plant!
I'm not sure why you keep saying it like that, but okay.
Plant!
They're mad that it's a plant and not a monstrosity because I think they get bonuses to monstrosities.
Yeah.
Reeve, that is a plant, not seaweed.
I'm mad it's a plant.
I'm sorry
Alright,
we're not
now that
dealing
I've
with a
hunted-
fucking Frankenstein-esque fucking plant creature.
Monstrosity. Alright, now that
I
I've
mean,
hunter's marked
manticores
this
are monstrosities.
plant, we're gonna mallet arrow it twice because I got 2 attacks. Or maybe I won't.
Wow. Wowza.
I had.
I mean, as you always say, ripperoni and cheese, fam.
Ripperoni and
And
cheese.
cheese.
I sure hope you say that in other groups.
Not necessarily.
Sad face.
I have my own sayings. Although they're not much better. One of them is, well, I guess it sucks to suck now, don't it?
Oh yeah, I like to suck. Wait a minute.
Pause. That's sus.
You looking kind of sus, Donald.
Alright,
I
anything else,
just need to
Mr.
add
Reeve?
to the lewd tuber tag to your stream as well.
I mean, you should.
That's all I can do.
I don't know why you haven't
unfortunately.
already, but
Haven't done what?
I
Well,
was,
it's because that's something I have to do on your end. Like, I actually have to be there to set it in your stream thing.
well, I guess you should make a trip down here sometime, bitch.
You're wrong.
There you go.
Looks
Not
wrong.
wrong.
All right, Niafta, you're up.
Yes, I end my turn.
I am conflicted
Say
For the
that.
plant.
because one, I'm very close to the monster, and I'm just a bard. Second, how am I supposed to shoot arrows at the blob of algae if that's even going to hit? So, I guess I'm just going to.
I mean,
I mean, you.
on the plus side, you are sure that you will damage it if you shoot it with your crossbow. It's just, how much damage is the question.
Yeah. But what I'm thinking is like, do I really want to get engaged, or should I just retreat like usual and just throw bardic inspiration all around?
I mean, that's entirely up to you.
You can also always sit here, look at it, and call its mother a whore.
Yes.
Vicious mockery is a thing.
Yes.
You can
I-
say its mother was a dandelion weed.
For a long, long time, that was the only thing I could do.
It's not a bad thing to do.
It gives it disadvantage on its attacks if you hit.
Yeah, but it also makes me a target.
I mean, to be fair, it has its fronds full with some skeletons right now. And you can still move away from it before it has a chance to reach out and grab you.
Yeah, you just have to make sure you're away from it before it can get too friendly.
Ugh.
Oh, that's really clever.
Well,
Also-
It doesn't matter if it's
Yes.
clever or not. It's me making a pun, therefore the doc is in pain.
Mason's a
Why did you vicious
pharmacist.
mockery the DM?
No, I wouldn't do that.
Because the DM is my brother and it's my job.
So, okay. I guess I'm. I just don't know what would be more. Okay.
Listen to your heart.
I'm shooting arrows. My heart says.
Shooting arrows. I like it.
Okay, so.
But say my heart is screaming because it's on fire.
Hand crossbow.
That sounds like a medical condition, Emil.
Yeah, I'm currently suffering from spontaneous human combustion right now.
A
I
19
rolled
Hey, yo,
my-
so what you're saying is
19
you're hot?
will hit, and it
Maybe.
will deal that damage.
I
So,
helped.
I helped, says Deonta as she shoots off her hand crossbow.
Oh, that's fantastic.
At least you hit,
Unlike
Right.
some people.
lucky bitch.
I imagine the mallet arrows bouncing off the sludge.
My little girl. That's my little girl.
These weren't cheap, you know. I paid good money for these.
Yep. You did.
Okay, so
And they bounced off the toxic jello.
that be it. Can I still move? Like
Yeah,
I
you
would
can
like
still move.
to take distance.
Moving is still an option.
You're not the one hit by Mind Whip.
Correct.
I'm just gonna be there.
You're gonna be right there. Okay, fantastic. As you are right there, it is now the strangling seaweed's turn.
It's a kelpie.
You.
You just couldn't kelp yourself on that one, huh?
Oh, just what the hell. Anyway, moving right along. So at the start of its turn, I need the putrid spirit to roll a con save, please.
Okay.
Ooh,
Dems
Dems was my fingies.
If it's anything to deal with necrotic, poison, exhaustion, fright, and paralyze,
It's not.
I don't have to. I know. It's just clarifying. Con save.
Mm-hmm. A 10 will not do it, and so your spirit takes 9 bludgeoning damage as it is crushed by the seaweed.
Oh, it's dead. You can get rid of it now.
And there it goes.
Is that a bonus action?
No, that's just what happens to an engulfed creature at the start of the seaweed's turn.
Oh, cool.
Also,
Just
your two
names.
skellimans are being attacked.
All right.
So that's Fron number 1 for a 20 to hit. Or no,
Yeah.
it's poisoned, right? That's
Yeah,
the end of its
poison.
next turn. So that is an 8, so that misses. So then the second attack is a 12, which I also think misses.
Let me double check on the pirate skeleton. They're not particularly. No, that hits.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right, you're using the pirate skeletons. That's right.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so with that one, you take so it's the top one here. Take
Okay.
7 bludgeoning damage.
So that's 14. That might kill it. I need to roll a con save on the pirate skeleton.
Nope,
Yeah, because they're vulnerable to bludgeoning damage.
indeed they are.
You're
10 does not make it. It just explodes.
As it is grabbed and pulled into the mass.
Yeah.
What noises does it make?
It's a skeleton. Nothing. It's
I meant the
horrifying. It's like a
seaweed.
silent movie.
I meant the plant. Does it just make a noise? Like spaghetti.
Miyako!
Okay. So spider form, gonna just skitter up over here, staying on the ceiling. And I'm gonna use the I'm gonna shoot web at it. +5 to heat.
Nice.
I don't think 8's gonna make it there, boss.
You would be correct there, Chief.
Sad spider noises. That's it.
Said non-Article 5 noises. Melty, you're up.
I'm not gonna lie, the moment I said sad spider noises, I entirely expected you to hear, "No one cares about your spider!"
No one cares about your spider mace.
I care about your feelings.
That makes
It
one
is
of us.
no
My
longer
feelings.
poison.
I said spider.
I care about your spider.
That
Thank
That
you.
is a mistake on your part.
I like spiders.
Yes,
You know what?
It is one of your few glaring character flaws.
They take care. They eat the bad bugs.
All bugs are bad bugs.
I'm gonna
Except the ones that are
cast Witch
nutritious.
Bolt.
I mean, technically, that's all of them.
Yeah, that's very true.
Of course.
Does a 25 hit?
It certainly does. What fucking kind of durability you think this thing has, I wonder?
I don't know. It's a
It takes
plant.
8 points of lightning damage.
I don't know, it's a plant, fair enough. Alrighty. And
That's my turn, and my skeletons are gonna... One's gonna slash, one's gonna shoot.
alrighty.
That's a crit.
Nice.
Bitch.
6 damage.
Bitch. That's funny. Alright.
And a 12 misses.
Yes.
I'm out.
I'm out. I give up.
Fine.
Breathe.
If these bitches don't hit, I'm gonna cry. Hey, we're not crying today. I only
Nice.
cried yesterday. Alright.
You don't have Hunter's Mark on it, though.
Yeah, I do. I did it. It said last turn.
Oh, my apologies.
Last turn they hunter marked, but they didn't hit.
That's my bad. Alright, so that's 9 plus 11, so total of 20. Alright. It is still alive! Well, animate. Well, maybe alive.
Alive. Plants are alive.
supposed to move.
Fun fact,
Tell
that
that to
smell that everyone
cactuses.
loves, you know, that fresh cut grass smell, that's grass calling for help because it's being murdered.
Good.
I like it.
Maybe they should
Good.
continue crying for help.
For all the good
Yeah,
it does
so
them!
Yeah, they used to call for birds that way.
Nyafta, you're up. Also, you are on mute, so we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had a little biological emergency, but can you remove my thing for me?
Yes, where would you like to move to?
I mean, I don't want to move from where I am. I think I'm pretty safe there.
Okay. You would like to shoot another arrow at it then?
Can I from this distance?
Yeah.
Then no, wait. It's like I'm feeling shit right now. Hold on. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do?
It's
Your
only 30
best.
feet away.
The kelpie? The kelpie? The kelpie. Yes.
Alright, shoot the Kelpie. And, hand crossbow. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
23 will hit.
Alright.
And so with that,
Kelpie.
helping. 9 damage. Perfect.
I'm not just helping, I'm also kelping.
There's
I'm
that.
so proud of you that you are helping.
But with that, it is now its turn.
Okay. Don't look at me, please. Please.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me.
Just intimidated to not look at you.
It is busy trying to drag this skeleton into its frondy mass, but is unable to hit the first one. The second one, however, does hit with a 14.
How much dabblage?
5 bludgeoning.
Yeah, I need to make a con save. To see if it survives.
Hmm?
Hold on. Fortitude, 0 hit points, DC 5 plus the damage taken.
So damage taken is 10.
So 15. So no, it is dead.
How high is the ceiling that I'm on again? Just real quick.
10 feet above the water.
Okay.
Alright, so
The skeleton's dead.
yes.
My condolences.
I'm just recycling, calm down.
And then it's going to swim, such as it is.
Oh god.
So glad I'm well above the water.
How high up is
10 feet
10 feet above the water.
above the sludgy water line.
We
kind of.
know it has 15 feet of reach.
No, you know it has 10 feet of reach.
Is it considered not reaching
I mean, probably. But, Mako, you're
this
up.
plant?
Okay, so we're gonna do a skitter over here. Use my
Does it-
bonus action to drop the wild shape.
Does it get attack of opportunity?
Yeah, because he is leaving its effective envelope. But that's only a
So
7.
it does have 15 foot of range.
No, you're only 10 feet above it.
And you are a large creature.
Okay.
That's a giant spider.
That is correct, yeah. So that would be a negative. Actually, wait, hold on. Oh, I mean spider shape anyway.
Unless
Yeah,
I feel
spider
being
shape
large.
was 14.
Wouldn't be me.
Was 14.
Yeah, it
so
still
all
misses.
good. And when I land, I'm gonna just go ahead and throw Ice Knife at it. I would hope 24 hits.
Indeed, it does. Alrighty, so that is 6 cold damage, or 6 piercing damage, and dex save, that is 16, so it's halved.
No cold damage.
Oh, that's right, it's save or suck, so.
Yeah, for the cold damage. Still takes the 1d10 piercing, but does take the
Yep.
2d6 cold.
It's cold.
Alrighty, it is still up. Melty!
It's Melly.
Hi, Melty. How you doing?
I know. I just gave up. Action.
You have no idea how hard I laughed.
We do this on a fairly consistent basis to this one.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
gonna
going
go
back
bathroom.
to hold on.
1 lightning damage.
The creature is still alive, but it doesn't. It looks like a lot of the fronds have stopped responding.
And the pirate skeleton's gonna shoot at it.
To your final friend.
Yeah, my final friend, 14
14 will hit,
for 3 piercing damage.
and the creature gets blasted from the inside and explodes. It looks like a scene. It looks like a scene from One Punch Man. You now have a lot of seaweed you can use.
Yes. The seaweed kaiju. There is actually a seaweed kaiju.
There is.
Yep, and you got to eat seaweed so you can grow hair.
What?
One Punch Man's biggest enemy, baldness.
Yeah.
But with that, the way opens, and you see that there is a kind of breakwater here behind the seaweed bundle.
Seaweed.
However, you notice that the black, oil and the green sludge are kind of meeting underneath, and you notice that there seems to be some kind of mechanism trying to work, but you can hear the
It's jammed.
Indeed.
Well, we have to.
I'm not good with computers.
But you guys can move forward to investigate it if you so desired.
Yeah. Now that it's safe to go, I would cowardly go in front.
Now that it is safe, I will go ahead. So,
We have to. You can go over the skeleton.
there is a
Instead of having to
skeleton
jump.
bridge back there, but Niafta is acrobatic enough to make the little curve there, so.
Here, like this one, like hop. Made it.
You just do a little hop.
You were still going in the right way, Niafta.
On
The
the
other
other
way.
side, you were on the other way.
Oh.
Yep, you're
Ah.
still going in the
Down
right
here
direction.
was the right direction.
Yes.
When you try your best and you don't succeed.
Give up and never do it again. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, no!
But
But.
as you make your way, you can see that there is indeed. You see that the little tributary or the little water break is actually like 5 feet wide, so it's not small in terms of width. Like you could actually walk across it. But as you realize, it has mesh with plenty of gaps and holes in it, but they're more like tubes, like hexagonal. It almost looks like honeycomb.
Yeah.
You.
What, the drain itself or whatever it is in there?
So it's this like the drain itself. It kind of looks like honeycomb that's empty. But you notice that there is on the top of the device, on the top of this like drain, there are a bunch of gears and wheels turning, or rather, would be turning. If not for a couple of factors. Number one, there is a large amount of seaweed that has been gummed up in the works and is stopping it from turning. However, that honestly could be settled by the natural turning, you're pretty sure. It's the massive pipe wrench that's jammed down in the gears that seems to be the biggest problem.
Oh, I see.
However,
Well, we kind of need.
However, that's like in the dead center of this breakwater.
Uh-huh. Huh. So we kind of need another skeleton to fix this.
The lone survivor.
I will survive. I will survive. It's like, now go die for my amusement. Oh God.
I have an idea. Hydro Bolt.
Roll an attack roll for me.
It's a DC save.
Ah.
The wrench has to roll a DC save.
Alright.
Give me a second. Alright. On the plus side, objects always fail strength and dex saves. So there's that.
Okay.
I feel like there's a negative side to this that you're about to speak to us about.
I mean, technically, they're immune to all other saving throws. So
Yeah, these are inanimate objects.
yeah, they are
they're
immune
gonna
to.
say something like our actions have consequences or something like that.
It can't go prone.
I mean, kinda can, kinda can't. We're more worried about did it break or did it move from that. So, let me check. It's no. So, you did break it, but unfortunately that did not clear the works. In fact, that only removed the part that's easy to grab.
How does it feel making things worse?
Strength do we need to remove it?
Let's see. I'm gonna throw the sea monkey into the sludge.
The sea monkey?
Emil.
I'm
Oh,
not a monkey.
Technically, if you're a humanoid, you could be considered a monkey.
So you're a monkey. You're the one with the tail.
Yes,
So
I'm
you are a monkey.
with horns.
with
Whoa.
double
Monkey.
So, contested athletics?
yeah, if you want to try to throw the sea monkey into the sludge, so,
Throw this monkey!
Emil, roll acrobatics or athletics, your choice. Mako, roll an athletics.
Oh, why are you throwing me in the sludge? That
You
doesn't
said
seem
how
nice.
does it make? Because you said how does it feel to make things worse?
Oh.
Damn it.
Thankfully, you are slippery,
You volunteered, yeah.
and you managed to avoid being grabbed. Now, in order to get at where the wrench, or well, where the pieces
Half a
of the wrench still are, you would need to make an acrobatics check in order to cross atop the tributary, in order not to fall in on either side.
Yeah.
I can also make another handle out of ice if need be.
So, my question is who would like to try to get to the thing?
My question is, could I use Mage
Does a
Hand to start
14 work?
unwedging pieces?
So, let me address the people as I heard them start talking. Niafta,
Okay.
what were you saying?
So try and help would mean like get your arm into that thing and try to, take the weed by hand, or
So if you were to try, so right now it seems that the big offender is the wrench. So you would have to roll an acrobatics to get towards where that wrench is.
Ooh. I'm thinking this could be a good chance to use my abilities as a rogue. I'm thinking.
All right, you're certainly welcome to roll an acrobatics check if you would like to.
All right. We should use a water monkey though.
I
He's
mean,
slimmer.
Reeve is
He's
going to cross from the other side.
Oh, okay. Then let's give it a try.
Yeah.
I think we are the smallest ones here in the group.
Fair enough.
I think we're the same height, actually.
Okay, so I'm rolling for what?
Acrobatics.
Okay.
The very top one.
With an 18, you and Reeve successfully make it to the section where the wrench pieces are. So,
Hooray!
Reeve or Niafta, you can assist the other in rolling a sleight of hand check or
Yes.
a athletics check in order to remove the pieces.
Okay, I'm gonna do sleight of hand.
So, Reeve, you're giving Niafta advantage on this check.
Yes.
And a 27. So, you all watch as Niafta structures stuff across the tributary and towards where the wrench was. And, Reeve, you manage to, like, kind of grip the gears a bit and, like, pull them apart long enough for Niafta to snake her hand in really fast, grab up the bottom half of the wrench, and pull it free. As soon as this happens, you both retract your hands and keep your tails out of reach as you hear the and you watch as the gears slowly begin to realize that they're not being blocked and begin to start turning. As they do, you watch as the seaweed gets like shredded and crushed by the other gears working.
Let's hope that was a plant, too, so it can feel that.
As you both are able to return back to either side of the tributary, or the same side, depending on your choices and preferences, you watch as the thing begins to react. You hear it whirring and grinding and seeming to try to make something happen. And as soon as all the seaweed gets cleaned out from the gears, you hear it start to pick up speed. And as it does, you watch as it is taking the black ooze from the one side of it, and it is turning it through the honeycomb. As it does, various things seem to be going on, various alchemical processes that you don't quite understand. And it's beginning to spit out a purified liquid. It's not water, but it's also not the sludge anymore. It's more akin.
Ooze.
It's more akin to saline.
Oh.
Oh, I inject saline into myself every day.
So glorified salt
Concerning?
water, got it.
Verified someone.
How to make saline? It's, I believe, a cup of salt to a gallon of water.
I have no idea.
Kind of.
At least just a quick fucking facsimile.
Yeah,
Please don't inject
facsimile of
yourself with
saline.
salt water, kids.
I mean, don't inject yourself with anything you're not told to by a medical professional.
Exactly.
And even then, you should probably get a second opinion just in case.
Yeah.
Let's see, 2 cups of water to 1 teaspoon salt.
Ah.
There's the ratio.
Yep.
But at any rate, so you watch as the saline solution touches this green sludge, it does begin to kind of break it up. You're actually watching as there's some other alchemical processes starting to take place now that weren't before. And so, much like Mako's purification of the water back further along. It seems the saline solution is also going and working to purify the sludge. As it does so, you watch as a pair of the tentacles that have been causing you problems like reach out of the water and are actively dissolving.
Suffer.
Sorry.
Wow, Reeve is harsh.
Reeve is sassy today.
There is a reason I didn't hesitate to try and throw it into the sludge.
No,
I'm
but
not an it. I'm a fit.
We are all its in the end.
No, I just wanted to comment that this is where, as sorry, as DM was saying it, I just wanted to say it, but I didn't want to interrupt. He mentioned that I was able to quickly grab the bottom part of the whatever I pulled out, and I thought, yeah, this is when being able to quickly grab bottom parts comes handy.
That's horrendous, and you should feel bad.
That's
That's the bottom that feels called
I'm
out.
actually kind of proud.
I was gonna say, yeah, as the bottom that is incredibly called out just now. But that's actually really funny. I like it. I like it a lot. All right. Let me go ahead and fix these.
Fix that,
I
please.
was gonna ask what was written on the wrench, but somebody broke it.
Careful, they might try and throw you in the water if you're not slippery.
Technically, I think Melly is a cuttlefish, so.
Well, you're also slippery! Slippery buddies!
But,
Do you make mucus out of your skin too? No, wait, that's frogs.
The more I sit around these people, the more I consider using AoE spells on them.
Did you know that sharks have basically teeth skin?
This skin.
Did
That
you know
means
that you
they're
can knock my
cheating
teeth
it.
out as many times as you want, and I'll keep making more? We could make arrows out of them.
No. So, like, their skin, if you look under it through super mega ultra micro eyes, you can see little tiny teeth.
Right.
It just rows and rows and rows and rows of it, like a hedgehog, but tiny.
Wow.
So when you pet a shark, do not pet it in reverse, or it's like petting a hedgehog backwards.
Okay, I see what you're saying now.
I love the idea that Reeve knows what a hedgehog is for some random arbitrary reason.
He found a drowned one. It's okay.
Yeah, it was kind of dead.
No, that's fitting for Reeve so far.
I
With
mean,
It was
everything
fair
we're
point.
pretty
seeing.
sick, actually.
However, you can see that down the tunnel that you're looking is actually a it's actually a what is the word I'm looking for here?
Outflow?
Yes, it seems to lead out somewhere.
Or into somewhere different.
Yes. Out to somewhere, into somewhere different, all of the above, none of the above. Just go that way, damn it. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, everyone, proceed to go the other way.
I have no doubt you would do that shit to me. Just to be a pain in my ass.
So,
Like, I
we
fully
were
expect
supposed
that.
to figure out what was going on down here for the guild of the Alchemist Guild.
Correct.
Oh, we should probably bring the wrench with them. To show it that was the problem.
That was part of the problem, as well as the filters have been tampered with.
Well, the water around the thing is clear now, yeah?
Yes.
Yeah!
Okay, I'll get the other pieces of the fucking wrench.
Thank you.
Alright, which side are you going to try and dive on?
Which side's the wrench on?
That's a good question. Let's see. Mako, go ahead and roll a perception check. DC 12.
For perception. 15.
So it's on the oil side.
How heavy is the handle?
Pretty heavy.
That's not a number. Just the handle, not the whole wrench.
So the handle itself weighs 2 pounds.
I'm gonna use Mage Hand.
Okay.
Just have the Mage Hand pull it out of the oil.
And hold up to 10 pounds.
So you can't see the other half of the wrench.
Uh-oh.
It sank into the oils.
I'm gonna have the Mage Hand just go in the oil and pick up whatever it finds at the bottom and just start making a pile.
Roll an arcane check.
Alright.
Takes a minute, but eventually you're able to pull up a few things. You pull up some bones that are mysteriously familiar. You pull up some smaller like gears and other kinds of what's the word?
Clockwork.
Yeah. That's and then eventually you pull up the other part of the wrench.
Look at it. What does it say on it? Is there like maker's mark or anything on this?
Well, I'm sure it's still covered in oil, so that might be a hard ask.
Yes, you can take the time to clean it off though.
I will.
Yep. And eventually you do indeed see that it reads made in Zeleni. It also reads 10-pound monkey wrench.
Hey, Mako, you can throw this instead. Since you like throwing monkeys. But don't throw this one exactly.
I prefer
We can
the
get you, like,
squeaks
a
this
special
one makes.
monkey wrench. I can make you like a special monkey wrench. It just has the word monkey on it.
This one already does.
This group makes me feel special enough.
Aw, thank you.
I believe that wasn't a compliment if I'm picking up subtleties right today.
Leave them to believe.
Pickle, I don't pick up subtleties. In fact, I could give less of a crap. Bless.
Ow.
Gesundheit, oh great being that resides above us.
I think the gods
What
above
lives
us
in
have
this-
just created a thunderstorms.
I mean, probably.
So, I believe this is the way to the Guild of Fuels. Now we know the way in. Should we find a way out?
That's the tough part. Wasn't there another tunnel this way?
I mean, there's a couple of tunnels in a couple of ways.
I'm pinging it. Like over here.
So as you go that way,
I'm going to apologize to the skeleton as I walk across it.
You, Mr. Bridge.
Mr. Bridge.
Skeleton gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah.
But
What's over this way?
as you make your way over in that direction, you see that eventually it leads to a bunch of steel meshing, but you can, at the very, like, just a little dot, you can make out light.
So that's the way out.
Well, it's a way out, maybe. There are more areas you have yet to explore there, Chief.
I know, but our mission was to figure out what's going on with their filtration system.
Yes, that is correct.
And we know that now there's a way into the Guild of Fuels from underneath through this way. We just haven't cleared it out yet.
Mm-hmm. And the guy locked our entrance, so we can't really go back where we came from.
Oh, he did tell you there was other ways out.
Yeah, he did. That's why I said we can't go back the way we came in.
What?
What?
He
the
also
fuck?
gave everyone potions that allow them to breathe underwater as a way out.
Yeah,
Oh.
in case we needed another way out.
It just happened that, most of the people here happen to be able to breathe water already.
Yeah.
Most. The after camp.
It's literally just Neafta.
Yeah, I remember. We all just gave potions to the after. Here you go.
We gave us someone to Niafta and White's character, which has 2 names, and I forgot both of them on the spot.
Xavier.
Xavier.
Xavier. And I remember he had another one that we just learned recently.
In this game?
Yeah.
Another
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna go with pain in the ass.
Pain in the Fair enough.
But with we Xavier.
So do we
That is
head
how I
out?
describe most of White's characters at some point or another.
So do we head out or head into the guild to figure out a way into the guild of fuels from here?
well, do we want to go this way where there's a little tiny pinprick of light? Or should we look for a different area? Because the tunnel doesn't seem to have anything dangerous in it.
None of them have.
Either way, if we want to go out a waterway, we're gonna have to wait for all the sludge to clear.
Well, how fast is the sludge clearing?
Pretty fast now that the filtration systems are working properly.
We're going to be ready to move out of here soon. So perhaps it's a good time for me to take that potion, maybe? I mean,
No.
does it work right immediately? Or should
It
I
works
do-
immediately, but only lasts for an hour.
I
I
see.
recommend taking it right before we jump in.
Is there any kind of light coming through the sewer that we are about to get into? Because how do we know that it's not going to take us more than an hour to get out?
That's why I said it doesn't take any time for the potion to start working.
No, yeah, I know that. But,
But
like,
so
how safe is that we're going to merge somewhere outside where there is air?
I mean,
I will
it's
say you have 3 potions.
that is true, and you can take.
So if it takes more than an hour, you just take another one.
That is true.
Like
You can-
drugs.
You can do so.
Okay.
What was that
Oh.
noise?
That was her considering, I think.
Yes.
If you're that worried, I can always just cast a ritual of water breathing. You'll be able to breathe underwater for 24 hours.
Sweet. I like that idea better.
On that note, should we take a rest while this sludge gets cleared?
I deem that as a good idea as well.
So you can resummon all of your bone guys? And,
No,
and
I
the
need-
stinky
I
poo-poo
need-
dude?
He need corpses. He need corpses for that.
I need corpses.
Don't worry, we'll have enough when we get to the next part of our journey.
You just picked up a bunch of bones from
I
the
need a
oil.
whole bone. I need all of the bones.
Well, the magic hand still works.
Yes,
keep
but
going.
if something's been shattered beyond recognition, you can't call it a bone anymore.
No, this
Any
doesn't
meal.
look shattered to me.
I was gonna say any meal. What?
For whatever reason,
Bone meal.
yeah, my mind was going to go to, and by any means it's shattered into bone meal, and brain skipped words.
I thought you were about to having a third eye talk directly to the characters, the players.
You have awoken to the true nature.
We don't discuss the opportunity.
When you pass a perception check and when there's absolutely nothing going on. For a few seconds, you swear you're on a table surrounded by miniature pieces of plastic.
And you're surrounded by giants.
And then everything goes back to normal.
You feel very flat and you're surrounded by giants.
Right?
I'm
That
gonna
could cause
say,
trauma.
unfortunately, we're not at a table.
I know.
We're at a virtual table.
Yeah.
Counts. But do we want to take a short rest while the water clears out?
Yeah, you certainly
Yes.
can.
Alright, let's go.
Alright, let's go.
Let's go.
I'm all for short rest.
Alright, so
Is the water clean? Are you able to see bones at the bottom?
not yet. I mean, eventually, maybe, possibly, but
Yeah.
it kind of depends.
Yeah, that's very true.
Oh, excuse me.
You
You're
are not
excused.
excused!
Your mother.
I'm using arcane recovery.
You've never
while
met
we
my
wait.
mother yet.
I thought you guys had the same mother.
Why would you think
Different
that?
type of brother.
Oh, brother from another mother.
Yeah.
And
Family
father.
that I
Literally.
trust more than the quote unquote family that is blood to me.
Yes.
Blood drowns water.
We don't talk about Bruno.
Yep.
Just remember, everyone, if anyone tries to throw blood is thicker than water at you, feel free to throw the entire saying to them. The blood of the covenant is thicker
Yes.
than the water of the womb.
Yep.
Get fucked.
Get fucked.
Yeah.
You have to add that last bit too, because otherwise it's not quite as satisfying.
Yeah. So,
Whoa.
1 hour later, how's the water doing?
Also, the water is doing fairly well. Like, it is being
Wait, did we have our full rest?
your short
It's
rest.
a short rest.
Short rest.
Yes.
And that puts me back up to...
It doesn't give you all your health back.
No, yeah, I understand that, but how much?
So you can roll a hit die in order to determine how much.
Which is?
It's an option on your character sheet.
Yeah.
If you click it, so if you underneath your health,
Yes.
there it says hit die. So click on where it
Okay.
says hit die, and it will roll the die for you. All right,
Okay.
and you can click it. It says 3 times. You have 3 dice available, so you can roll it. Roll 3 dice, and then heal by that much.
Pop. And then pop. Okay. So that makes a grand total of 16.
Yep. So you heal by
That
16 points.
That puts me back to 25. Awesome, because I only had 9 points, so I was a little bit concerned.
Honestly,
You should have one
Yeah.
hit die per level, so if you're level 5, you should have a total of 5 that you can use.
She only had 3 available to her.
Oh, third bit.
multi-class.
No,
Ah.
multi-class just gives you
What?
as many
That's what I
dice as
know
you
what
have
is-
per level in
Oh.
those classes.
And what is my max?
So your max is 5. You have 5 hit die max. Your HP
No,
max is.
My max, yeah, HP.
I think technically your max HP is 30. 30 something.
Let's say 33.
Yeah. So your max
Somewhere
HP.
around that.
Yeah. So your max HP is 33.
Alrighty. Yeah.
So Melly used Arcane Recovery. Mako rolled a hit die. Did Reeve want to roll? Did Reeve need to roll any hit die?
No.
Well, that is the Ranger's, job is. I'm not hit because I'm at range.
No, if only you could have hit during the fight.
They did.
At least I didn't turn into a giant spider.
I thought you liked spiders. Make up
do.
your mind.
Spiders. They got little paws. Their mouths look like anuses, so in order for them to eat, they have to make it into a liquid and slurp it up like a straw. I like to say they have an asshole mouth.
I hate everything about this conversation. Moving on.
So, on a different note, I'm excited for further for what the level 6 ability. That is all.
What's your level 6 ability?
You don't get
You'll
to
find
know.
out.
But I'm a curious little bitch.
I mean, I agree.
And
with
you'll
you,
learn
but anyway.
later, you curious little bitch.
I essentially get a way to store up spells with my subclass.
Ooh.
You
I'm
gave
sick.
away the secret too early. How dare you?
No, it's not how I do it is going to be way more fun.
At any rate, so at the end of your rest, you guys are able to continue on, and a lot of the water a lot of the sludge has been cleaned, at least to the point where you guys are kind of chilling. However, there is still another way as you're waiting for the sludge to clear.
Towards the Guild of Fuels, I imagine.
No. So if you
The oily way.
No, if you went north, because you didn't explore all of what lied to the north of you.
Oh, okay.
So that way.
Yeah. So, do we want to, while we're waiting for the sludge to clear, so that for our way potentially out, do we want to head north or south?
I mean, we're kind of as south as this map goes.
Well, there is that tunnel does lead into the area for the Guild of Fuels. At least you're pretty sure, based on all the sludge and what have you.
Yeah. Do we want to see what's down that way, or do we want to see what's north?
I kind of want to see what's north, but I'm okay with either.
I feel like if we poke around too much around the Guild of Fuels, we're gonna get, like, really antsy.
And you
Fuel
don't
isn't
want them
for
to know
water.
that they're coming.
And we were supposed to try to catch one of the Kleedu, like, alive. We have a dead one. Someone has one in their inventory, if I remember. I think it's Xavier.
Yes.
It's probably Xavier.
Because we killed a bunch right at the beginning, and then we, like, picked one out of the sludge.
I'm so sorry.
I don't know.
But, so you can travel north if you would like. And again, this is a map with tokens, so go ahead and move yourselves as you would like.
Yeah, so... to the north. 1 second.
Anything in these boxes?
So as you look at those boxes, they do bear a symbol of the Guild of Alchemists. However, they do appear to be empty.
Rip.
Interesting. I'm a follow Mako.
Alright.
Mako in my way downtown.
That was horrendous, and you should feel bad.
I don't. Get fucked.
I do. I do get fucked. A lot, actually.
Moving along before I get demonetized more.
So this way, I imagine?
So, at this little shop, or deck, rather, you can see that there are a bunch of parts and, like, scrap pieces, and you realize this is probably where some of the Kalidu were assembling one of their walkers and one of their contraptions that you fought earlier. As you can see, like, there's a mace head that hasn't been attached to anything yet. You can see that there's other clockwork pieces and other such things. You also notice that there's, like, broken potion bottles.
Something stinks about this.
I have a question that's unrelated to anything. What level is Corpse Explosion, Doctor?
3rd level.
Cool. That's what I thought. I'm thinking about stuff, and I was like, wait, what level is that spell?
Because he wants to make things go boom.
Boom, boom.
Can you cast it on an undead that you control?
Let's see. Now I need to go into my Patreon stuff. Go,
I know it's one of your Patreon spells.
go under my... Go under my things. Oh my god, I fucking... Okay, let me...
Shout out to the Patreon. Hashtag.
If you want to blow up your enemy, if you want to use your
Or-
enemies as tools, join the Patreon.
Patreon.com/PAX Professional DM Services. All one word.
If you want to use people as tools, call them a friend first.
Fucking don't put that in the ether, please. Fuck.
God, that was dark.
Like, you're not wrong, but, like, let's not put that in the...
I don't know why that decided to pop out of my head, but okay.
So,
You okay, Mason? Do we need to put you back in therapy?
I can't afford it.
I mean, I'm going back into therapy for the first time in a long time. But anyway, so it says a medium-sized corpse or larger that you can see.
So, that's my question. If you had, like, if I was controlling an undead, like, skeleton or...
A skeleton
Corpse.
is still a corpse.
and I was controlling it, can I blow it up? Or anyone else is undead?
I mean, you can certainly blow up any of the corpses that you control without issues. Sure, there may or may not be a check to blow up other people's.
Okay, cool. I may want kamikaze skeletons later.
We need an artificer to devise some sort of like mobile catapult.
Well, we are, you know.
At Zeleny! Here, let's use our dead as explosives! Necromancy, pass it on.
Do you think when people die and people say like, "Oh, I want to give my body to science," do you think this is what they meant?
No, I want to give my body to
That'd be giving your body to war.
Yeah, I'd like my body to be used in the war service.
Whoa.
There's which is much more useful application of the corpse, in my opinion.
Alright, let's
Have
continue.
you ever been to a body farm? Pretty cool
Oh,
stuff.
what?
Have you never heard of a body farm? You're a necromancer. You should know about this.
No, out of character. Oh, what?
You have never heard of a body farm?
No.
No. Is that
Look
like a
it up.
puppy mill?
No, body
No,
farm. It's a
no,
research
people
facility
donate
where
their
you know they
bodies to
study
science.
how people.
Decompose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. As an actual person, no?
Yeah, it's just the term for a place where they research the decomposition of human bodies.
Oh, fun. Cool. Had no
It's
idea
actually
about
really
that.
cool for a lot of different types of science. Like, for instance, how a body would decompose either laying down or sitting up in a chair. And
Yeah,
whatnot.
that's really cool. Actually, I'm interested. But, like,
You
IRL,
can
I was
tell
like,
who
what
are the more
fuck?
disturbed people in this call.
Thank you.
Anyways, so let's continue.
Like, between
Is this
Emil
the
and
way
I,
out?
just casually, yeah, no, this is that.
Fair enough.
So, right here is the north way out?
So, here, you actually find that it leads to a, there is a little tributary, and it does continue further in. However, you also notice that there is a door, like, in the side, over here.
A little bit off to the left.
Yeah, off to the left there. There's a door.
Back into the left. Back into the left.
Anyway.
What's behind door number 1?
Sadness, it's a mimic.
Sadness, it's a mimic.
Honestly, I don't think we've had a mimic in this whole campaign.
Not yet.
Thank you for putting it into the ether.
You're welcome.
I'm waiting for it to happen. We have a player who has a nasty fear of doors because someone made a mimic door.
But
Why stop at just a door?
Why not make it the entire world?
Hmm.
This is not
Mimic
Rick
house.
and Morty. That's why. This is not Rick and Morty.
Make like a haunted house, but like everything in the house is mimics, including the house, and it's just a mimic house.
Horrendous. Let's do it. That's how mimics get their job on the off. That's how they get their money on the off days.
By being a spooky house.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, it's a mirror! Lol, no, it's a mimic. Oh, it's a bed. Lol, no, it's a mimic.
Oh my god, it worked. Anyway. Sorry, just trying something that I didn't think would work.
Hooray.
But it worked. And,
I'm proud of you.
I never would have guessed it worked by the statement, "Oh my god, it worked."
I'm curious what worked. Anyway, so what's behind door number 1?
So, what's behind door number 1? I need, Mako to roll a... Yeah, let's have Mako. Mako, roll a dexterity save.
I was right, it was sadness.
Mako, you avoid being fallen on by a skeleton as you open the door towards you.
Oh, hey! A skeleton. That's useful.
Hey, Melty, I got something for you.
Aw, you got her a present.
Thank you.
You're so considerate of others.
They don't want to throw you into the sludge.
You say to the person who tried to throw you in sludge.
Oh, I thought he was giving me a hug.
I mean, fair enough.
Why not
that feels
both?
very Reeve.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
The skeleton is human, or at least human-sized. And the bones seem to be, like, pretty well intact, however. As you go in, though, the scent of decay is not the only scent in here. There's also the scent of something more acrid and less pleasant.
The decay?
Yes.
That's pretty hard. The only thing else I can think of is fermented fecal matter. So, like, you really gotta, like... I don't know what else could be worse.
Well, fuck it. Can I use my sense of smell to look around and try to pinpoint where this horridness is coming from?
Sure, roll a perception check.
And roll to not throw up.
Keen smell, I get advantage. 23.
So as you eventually make your way, you find that in this room, first of all, there is a bunk, like chained and like built into one of the walls. You see that there are 2 tables, one full of alchemy supplies, one full of tinker's tools. You then see that there are maps, diagrams, sketches, blueprints scattered all over the walls and ceiling. In fact, the ones on the ceiling actually look like they were drawn on there with chalk. And the ceiling's about 10 feet. You don't see a ladder anywhere, though you do see a couple of long sticks that look funny. But you eventually find that near the door, just on the inside, is a small glass and brass container. The brass pieces are mostly bands that run around this glass, like, vial, almost. Though it has it's not a traditional, like, beaker or, like, test tube. It's more like one of those beakers that, like, has the bottleneck and then goes down to the big round, flat surface. Or, you know, kind of...
Oh, yeah, the triangle kind of shaped ones?
Yeah. It has
An
been...
Erlenmeyer flask?
Yes.
Yes. Sorry, it has been many years since I took chemistry.
The few things I remember from chemistry.
I loved chemistry. It was one of my favorites. And yes, that is because our teacher taught us how to blow shit up.
Science
Yeah.
is
Mood,
one of my
honestly.
favorites.
What
Though
was?
funny enough, it was my literature teacher that accidentally spilled the beans on how to make fermented fruit juice and alcohols.
Sweet.
Oh, we learned
But-
that from our drama teacher.
That's fun. So, what's in the beaker?
Nothing anymore. But the beaker is the source of this noxious fumes, and you realize that it's a type of poison.
Oh, well, fuck that beaker.
Well, thankfully it's not
His nose
poisonous
bleeding.
anymore.
Is there a cork around here I could shove in it to try and stem
No,
off that smell?
you realize that some of the brass is also around the top, and there's a little like, almost like a flip cap, made
Wait,
of brass, and on the inside it's like seal. On the inside of the brass is like wax or some other kind of soft
Do you want?
sealer.
Huh. So clearly this, whatever content of this beaker is poisonous, right?
Was.
Used to be. It is no longer. As it is empty.
Damn it.
Someone drink it.
Actually,
Maybe
from the
that's how the
scent,
skeleton came to be.
from the scent of the room, you think that someone inhaled it.
Oh,
Like-
like snorted? Or...
Like, it opened it up, it turned into a gas and killed people in here.
And the gas just escaped, and it's vanished. It's gone.
Or the gas has had enough time to slowly dissipate in whatever cracks in the door exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Too bad.
It could be like that radium experiment. I forgot what it was called.
But
Hmm.
you also notice that none of the sketches and the blueprints, some of them seem to have been stolen, because some of them are from the Guild of Fuels, some of them are from the Tinkers Guild, some are the Mechanists Guild. Let me double check the actual guilds here. Yeah, the Machinist Guild, the Science Guild, the Guild of Fuels, and the Alchemist Guild. However, there are a lot of these that seem to be written on the wall in chalk or some other substance, are seeming to be like personal calculations and personal adaptations.
Who of you has the best handwriting? Because I don't think my chicken scratch would work for copying.
I can't read.
That's true.
I wish I could say I was surprised.
Why does Reeve need to read? Actually, Xavier has a forgery kit, and pretty good.
Because like, Xavier literally has like what's it called? The one ability where he can perfectly mimic something.
Good, I'm putting him to work.
Fair enough. Well, go ahead and roll a forgery kit test for him. With a 20... wait, why does he have a +2? Oh, guidance. Who guided him? Did he guide himself?
He always
Yeah.
has guidance on himself.
Yep, he guides himself. Okay.
Yep.
I just want to make sure that that's exactly what I thought. So, okay. But with a 24, he does, like, move over to the desk, pull out his forgery kit, and begins to get to work transcribing what he's seeing. Though he does kind of look up, we could take the rest of these schematics and stuff and take them with us.
Yep. Well, he's making the copy of that. I'll gather up anything useful, including that fancy little vial.
Alright.
Someone might be able to figure out what was in it.
If your nose starts bleeding, what should we do?
Let it bleed until it stops.
No, because normally, if everything was poisonous and maybe the skeleton died from, breathing in something, and, you're the first person to walk into this room, and maybe there's a minuscule trace of this poison. So, and usually the first sign of that is your nasal cavity starting to bleed.
So you
what
see,
should
here's
we
the fun.
do?
I understand your thought process, and here's a fun thought for you.
Yeah.
Someone locks you in a room where they've made the environment poisonous, and you're trying to get out, and you end up dying while you're standing against a door. What happens to your corpse when someone opens the door?
It falls on the person.
Looks pointedly at the skeleton on the ground and then back up.
Mm.
That would
Yeah.
take, Nelly, that would take a while.
I don't know how long it takes for poison to dissipate its poisonous stuff.
Shorter than I imagine a corpse to turn completely to bone without carrion.
Honestly, for the bones to look like that, it should have been had like some sort of like vermin and stuff.
Mm.
It should be like mummified. That means there's rats.
Or
Those
there's not.
radioactive rats!
For something to mummify, there's a different process. Anyway, preservation and such.
You also notice that there is a trunk in here.
What's in the box? Sorry.
Storage falls. Anyway,
There is a trunk. It does have a lock on it.
You should smash it.
Well, I have a little bit more nuance than that, okay?
Didn't you and Xavier like do a massive jailbreak or something earlier?
Exactly. Nuance. As I go to smash the lock, as I go to, I'm going to use a water blade, and ping.
Alright, you water blade the lock off.
What's inside the box?
As you open the box, roll a con save.
Using that nuance of my...
It's going to blow in your face.
Nat 20.
Nice. Thankfully, you only take
Only.
14 points of poison damage.
There you go.
Ooh.
Hey, we found where the poison accumulated.
However, I do need you to make another Constitution saving throw.
Please.
Please.
Not as good, but still 14.
You feel your skin begin to crawl and like vibrate, and like it doesn't feel good. However, it then stops and you are not mutated. As you realize that
one mutation worn off by now.
as you realize that the gas that escaped from the box was similar to the sludge in that it can mutate people.
That's nasty.
You're just turning into a lot of things lately.
Now, if only I could turn into the acceptance of my parents.
Fucking
Unfortunately, I don't know if that's possible.
dark.
Melly's
I'm
gonna
kidding.
move.
They've been dead for a while.
Yeah, sharks tend to be losing their population.
Fucking all I can remember now is fucking Vicky. Don't tell me you're one of those sad orphans. No, my parents aren't dead. That doesn't make it better. But I don't care. I have Granny. Must protect precious orc child. Again,
I don't know.
While
I have
Mako
Xavier.
and Xavier are having fun in the poison room, I'm gonna cast Animate Dead.
you now have a new skeleton.
Oh, you should give them a name. Do you think it remembers its past life?
Yes, but I can't talk to it.
Oh, why not?
I haven't taken the time to analyze that magic yet.
Oh.
To put it in layman's terms, I haven't learned Speak with Dead.
But I don't have that spell. I do not have that arcane.
You should learn it.
That was the plan, yes.
I remember saying that I learned on the seas a long time ago. Two can keep a secret if one's dead. You having that ability kind of nullifies that saying, doesn't it?
Well,
yes.
Dead means is still different from undead. Just because it has the word dead in it.
Dead men tell no tales. Except for Carl. He won't shut up.
Necromancers, I beg to differ. My first witness is the victim.
Dude, imagine actual freaking court cases in Faerun. It's like that would be insane. It's like, you murdered this man. Objection, Your Honor. My first witness is the victim. How the fuck?
The fuck?
It's...
As a necromancer, my first witness is the victim.
Actually, you could do that as a cleric. Clerics can speak with Ted.
Yeah.
It's like, Your Honor, I call the victim to the stand. Do you remember who murdered you? Yes. Can you describe him? No, it was the bailiff.
Like there's some area that just every time there's a court case that happens that has to do with murder, they just have scrolls of Speak with Dead on hand.
That would be so useful, so brilliant.
Right? Like, oh, you're murdered. Who murdered you? It was this person. Thank you. Walks off.
Yep.
Lays back down.
What if they were lying?
They can't.
They can choose to not answer you, but they can't outright lie to you. But so yeah, you're able to cast Animate Dead. Inside the trunk are piles of clothes, one of which is kind of interesting. As you pick it up, it's a coat. Off-white now from all the dust that is slowly accumulated and the poison spray that was released. It's now like this off-white color. However, it is humanoid shaped. And, yeah, as you're holding on...
a lab coat?
Yeah, it looks very much like one. Except it goes all the way down to, like, the shins on a, like, normal-sized person.
Oh, interesting.
And it shimmers ever so slightly as it's picked up.
Ooh.
So as I put it on, being a
shiny
bigger
things.
person, it comes about to my knees. Got it.
I like shiny things.
While, again, if there's time, can I cast Identify as a ritual?
Sure.
Because I don't think it's gonna take a minute to copy down what's on the ceiling.
You're correct. But this is called the Alchemist's Lab Coat. The Alchemist's Lab Coat allows for the one who wears it and attunes to it to gain proficiency with alchemy supplies. If they already have proficiency, they gain expertise. It also allows them to, using an hour of time and their alchemy supply kit, or their alchemy supplies, it allows them to make a check to understand any kind of alchemical composition. So, for example, if you gave them a unidentified potion with an hour's time and their alchemy supplies and a successful check, they would be able to tell you what kind of potion it is as well as the effects. They can also do this for any other alchemical compound. Thank you. It also allows them to, as a secondary boon, it gives them access to the mending cantrip.
Oh.
That's cool.
Well, I'm glad to be wearing this cool new jacket.
I let you know what it does.
Well, I'm in.
You look so sophisticated.
Oh my god. What do you call
I
a
wish
fish?
I could use men to fix someone's mind.
What do you call a
Um.
fish that wears a top hat? Sophisticated.
Do you have that on a handout, or is it in
I haven't had the time to write it on a handout, sorry.
a pocket? All good.
It will be on a handout by the next session, though.
Alright.
We have an
yeah,
alchemist shark.
I mean, I already have my herbalist kit, so I can already
Mhm.
gather reagents.
Yeah,
Sharkemist!
technically, now he can make healing potions.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Wow! Next level that we
What
could
a
do something with that,
sorcerer.
Mako.
I was actually already thinking about something on that line, so I am happy with this outcome.
You do also notice that there are 2 other objects in the box.
Yes.
The first of which is you realize it's a potion case. As you open it up, there are 10 slots. And at first there's only empty vials, except as you pick one up, you actually realize one is still full. It has a slightly golden hue to the liquid. Almost looks like it's what's the word I'm looking for here?
Felix. Liquid luck, fuck.
I mean, yeah, it has that kind of similar golden swirly type of vibe. Almost looks like edible candy. It almost looks like edible glitter has been infused into this liquid.
Yeah.
Wait.
Well, I gotta tune to the jacket before I can start using its special bits.
Correct. Takes an hour.
So,
I get 10 minutes and identify it!
And that you can.
If you want.
I mean, fuck, if we're taking the time, I'll just take the hour to fucking tune to the jacket too while we're searching.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Well, that's happening then. Can I look at the third item?
Yeah, what's
Sure.
the third item?
The third item is a set of thieves' tools.
Oh. Hey, Niafta, do you need a set
Yeah.
of thieves' tools?
I can absolutely give use to that.
I can make use of that. I do not have them.
Reeve gently takes them from the box and walks over to Niafta and presents them to her. It's your birthday!
So
Happy birthday!
I'm just going to try and explore the give it a good look because maybe they're
Unique.
Special.
they could be cursed, poisoned, and many other things if I just touch them with bare hands right now.
Roll an investigation check if you would like.
Because all the things are obviously being left here to kill people.
Fair enough.
Obviously.
Obviously, these things are here to kill everybody.
Yeah.
So what's in the bottle?
It is a Give me a second.
It's a Poe?
The potion, but yes, there is a Kung Fu Panda inside the bottle.
That's why it's gold. Have you seen Kung Fu Panda 3?
Everybody was kung fu fighting.
It was an actual the rock pit. Yes.
Damn it.
Don't you know it was a little bit frightening?
Give me a second. Gotta find that. God, you bitches. I'm a little angry, sorry, because it's not working properly.
Just a little.
It's okay.
What about earlier? It's yes, I got it to work now. Fuck, why is it not working?
Maybe it's because you
The
don't
duality
support
of being
him.
a DM.
Yep.
Maybe it's because you don't support him as a good brother.
What?
Did this bitch just...
I'm so confused. But
I will overlook this transgression this one time because of the fondness Doc has for you.
like saved by the status. It's okay. I mean, someone
Why
else.
is that on his lap?
Anyway.
Yeah, I just snuggle up to him and go, kiss, 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 kiss.
Anyway. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I had it my note. Yeah.
With that, I should probably refill my water.
I hate my notes sometimes. It says, "See golden potion." It's like, bitch, that doesn't help anything.
Noted.
Did you just make it yourself, or is it something that's like available online?
No, it's from D&D Beyond. It's a literal potion that appears on their website.
Click.
Oh, okay. Here it is. It is a potion of advantage.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
So the potion of advantage. Fucking.
Is
Really,
it
you
like
couldn't
very
have written
fancy?
that down. Potion of advantage. So, so
Potion.
when you drink this potion, you gain advantage on one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw of your choice that you make within the next hour. The potion takes the form of a sparkling golden mist that moves and pours like water.
Whoa.
It only gives you one advantage of your choice.
It's
Yeah, it's a one-use advantage.
correct. And again, it's any of those ability check, attack roll, or saving throw of your choice. And it's one.
Does it say how long it lasts, or
An
is it just
hour.
a one action?
Hour, and then after you use that advantage, it's gone.
Correct.
That feels a little lackluster as an item. Like, it's useful, I'm not gonna lie, but like
It's
as a
uncommon
golden
for a reason.
potion.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
only
it's uncommon?
yeah, it's an uncommon potion.
Oh, I had no idea. I was just like, why does that feel for like a golden mist, the liquid? It feels a little like
You know. Why super speed one of the worst superpowers? Also, as you have pulled everything out of the chest, you do find a journal at the very bottom of it.
Ooh.
Well, I'm already wearing the coat. I might as well start reading.
I can't read it.
I look like a nerd, so I might as well start reading.
What languages do you speak, Mako?
I
Does it
have
have pictures in it?
Common, Druidic, and Deep Speech.
You cannot read this.
It's in none of those.
Nope.
What if you like try and read it out loud? And then I could understand it.
If I could understand the words myself to be able to read them, I would.
Oh. Does it have any pictures in it?
Does it?
No.
No.
Sad face.
What language is it in?
So it's written using Dwarvish. Like, a lot of you can understand that. Niafta actually can read it.
Oh, gimme.
Well, here you go, smarty pants, as I toss the book over.
So, Niafta, as you open the book, you can actually read what's on the pages. So my question is, do you start at the very first page? Do you kind of skip through? Where do you want to start reading?
I'm gonna skip through.
Okay.
Like skim.
Roll a D100, will you?
D100.
And then all of you give me a moment.
What language is it in? Is it Gnomish?
He just said it's a dwarf.
Orc.
Dwarvish. Oh, orc.
It's in dork. That's my language.
I had no idea. All I know is Dwarvish script, but that's like 3 or 4 languages.
Nobody laughed at my joke. I feel offended.
Oh,
That
I
was a
think my
joke.
mic muted. I laughed. I did a giggle.
I zoned out. Was the joke that you are a dork and it's in your language?
Yes.
Hey.
I speak dorkish.
I speak
time.
dorkish. That's funny.
You're playing D&D, of course you do.
Yeah. I
Ah.
mean, out of character too.
But, so, as you're looking at it, it's written in Orcish, though, again, obviously, Orcish uses the Dwarven script.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And as you flip through, it reads, I've done big brain play today. Big. I done did the big brain play today, as I done did the thing that was asked of me by the professor.
That's incredible.
And it's literally spelled out pro-fe-zor. Z-O-R.
Oh my god.
Professor says, I am valuable contribution to his experiments.
Experiments.
Yes. E-X-P-U-R-I-E-M-N-T. Experiments.
Oh, experiments. So we're
Experiments.
experiments.
Has finished work that Professor axed me to. A-X-E-D. Axed.
What this is like a very literate guy.
However, worried, W-U-R-R-O-I-E-D, dat, D-A-T, have been discovered by guilds.
Ah.
Can't pretend, P-U-R-T-E-N-D, to be janitor anymore. Need to find way to send message to Professor about problem.
Okay.
That's
I'm
this
just
particular excerpt.
Who in hell made this poor soul write a whole book like that?
Well, you could look at the front and see if there is a property of or belongs to.
In the front or back.
I would like to do that.
You see in the front, it says property of log, L-O-G,
Log.
Axeman.
Log Axeman.
Whiz boy. W-I-Z-B-O-Y. Whiz boy.
He's doing such a good job.
Yeah.
He's trying really hard.
Yes. I just want to
Just a
find
little
the
guy.
person and give them a kiss on the forehead and a cookie.
And a cookie. Here, have a cookie. It also, at the very bottom, it reads, assistant to professor.
Yes. Professor being just professor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bean.
We need to find this guy, Ezor.
You sure that's his
Interesting.
actual name, or is just like an interpretation of it?
Right, because all these typos are made in Dwarfish, right?
Yep.
Yes.
All this was written in Orcish.
Orcish. Oh, okay. Yeah. So
He
pretty
sounds
much,
like a wonderful writer.
yeah. We have a sweet boy giving all of they have inside, like writing this book and these reports and shit like that. I mean, was that the last
That was not
the
the
last
last. That was like a middle excerpt.
middle? Well, I should
Yeah.
probably see. Can I check what was the last update?
Sure.
Like to see what the heck, because I mean, if by the middle of the book they are like being discovered and he cannot pretend to be a janitor anymore, then something else happened right after. Like this has some time.
So there are dates at the top of the pages.
Nice.
This one happened 3 months later.
Hmm.
It reads, am discovered. Hide away, no safe. Planting trap for curious assassin who coming to get me. He a thorn.
Okay.
I will killed him first.
Good job.
I will give him the good Krogan.
Good Krogan, yeah.
Need to set up trap. This last massage before I return to Profazor.
I'm so proud of the proper spelling of massage.
Despite the
like
fact,
a whole
despite the
story.
fact that it should be message.
Oh yeah, I just caught it.
Like, I'm so proud of the proper spelling of damn it.
Yeah, damn it.
Like,
I'm
he
surprised.
was so close.
Yeah.
No Profazor. Excuse me, I need to pull up the map real quick.
Pull it up.
Profazor now in Arula. Professor says found important thing, F-I-N-G, thing, for experiments. That was it.
That was that? And that's the last
That's the last entry.
Okay. So he's out hiding and Professor found something, and is there a date for this one?
So from today's date, this is 4 months ago.
Shit, we're far. Okay. But they didn't
You
come
think
back.
our friend
They
is
didn't come back
dead?
for a reason.
Yeah, it was a thorn who.
In 4 months, you would think that it might be like safe for them to maybe return and check, as if for like maybe they left something behind, right? Other than traps.
Well, he did say he was going to he did say he was joining the Professor in Arula.
Yeah. Okay, so the professor is in Arula, but was he going to Arula 4 months ago? Was he already there?
3
Maybe
months
he's
ago.
not there anymore. Well,
So,
yeah.
no, it's 4 months from when this excerpt was written to when it is now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, in 4 months a lot can happen and change. I mean, what, this war just started with the Orcana, I mean, like just a couple weeks ago?
It's been about a month.
Month. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, That can change a
I
lot of
think
things.
our dear author is dead.
So, people,
I
what do
don't.
you
That's
think?
not our author.
Should we go to
Our
Arula?
writer.
Present this
No.
information to somebody else, maybe, and wait for instructions? I mean, because we're still working for someone, right?
I have a question. Is the corpse I resurrected an orc?
Mm-mm.
It was humanoid.
Orcs are humanoid.
Or is it humanoid?
But it is way too small and way too thin in bone to be an orc. Plus, it has human teeth.
Gonna say orcs have those little tusks. They got the big teethers.
They are humanoids, but it's not an orc skeleton, so I'm assuming this was a thorn.
Hey Melly, do you have teeth or do you have a beak? I kinda can't really tell with all the tentacles in your face.
Both.
You have both? So like, is it a beak with teeth inside of it?
Correct.
Oh, so like a sea anemone.
Nod, like, yeah, that's pretty apt.
That's cool.
I love that to
Do the
anyone
teeth
else.
go all the way back into your throat like one? It's like rows and rows and rows like a shark, but it just keeps going.
I love that Reeve is asking questions that anyone else may be offended by. But Melly is just like giving a series of answers. Just yes, no. Apt.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Reeve is smart, but also a child at the same time, honestly.
Right, it's amazing.
It's okay. I remember the first time I asked a question I probably shouldn't have in public and gotten in a lot of trouble for it.
Oh my.
yeah.
What did you ask?
There's a dude in a wheelchair. I was 6. I asked him why he's in a chair. My mom was mortified, but he laughed and thought it was funny. So he just, told me.
Like,
And
my
I-
legs don't work or whatever.
Yeah, and
Honestly, yeah.
I said I hoped he becomes a transformer one day.
I feel like when it comes to like actual children who don't know those things yet, they can kind of get the pass.
Yeah, it's like, they don't understand. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
They get the pass.
Although then, a couple years later, I saw a person with no leg, and I asked him where he put his leg. And again, he thought it was hilarious. And he said, "I don't remember." I'm like, "Oh, that's sad."
If I lost it, that's why it's called lost.
But with that being said, as you examine this room, a lot of these scratches, some of the English like runes that are on the wall of calculations. So again, math is kind of universal in that everybody uses the same rough characters and figures for math.
Yeah.
And as you that's actually really funny, Exile. Not gonna lie. But the calculations and everything are written in a common like mathematics speech. But so now some of the chicken scratches, Niafta, as you're kind of looking around the room, you can read a few of them. Basically, a lot of them are titles or notes.
Okay.
You eventually find one that actually you kind of recognize because you saw the end product.
Mhm.
It is a bottle with a cork with a stopper, and it actually reads that the brass lip of the beaker is all the way through the brass workings is actually not the beaker itself. It is this complicated chamber that causes, once the lid is opened, it causes a delayed reaction that will vaporize anything in the glass and turn it into a vapor and fill a room with a cloud of it.
Oh, I see.
This process takes seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a very intricate, like, you're actually surprised that the person who wrote this journal and who did these calculations are one and the same. Because the calculations are so precise and the mechanism is so precise that you're really surprised that they could manage it.
I mean, when you think about it, some people are like good at maths and some people are good at like literature and shit like that. So it's like multiple intelligences.
I mean, I agree, but it's just a little surprising, that's all.
Yeah. What is surprising is that this is obviously the work of an orc, since they like write in Orcish, but you would wonder how, with such big hands, they can manage to work with something so intricate and tiny. Like, I mean, dexterity-wise, that's where I'm amused and surprised.
There you go.
Yup. So yeah, people, don't touch this shit. Maybe we can like keep it as a welcome, secret tool for the future. We can use this one later.
Would you tell us what it does?
Secret mouse tool.
It seems like a poison gas kind of thingy. I mean, pretty much work like a gas bomb, like a gas grenade or something like that.
Melly starts asking some pretty technical questions of how this works because you clearly understand.
Yes. I mean, this is a liquid, and if you see, like, right at the top of the bottom of the cup, there is a piece of solid, like maybe a rock or something, or maybe powder, I don't know. But the thing is, like, the moment that you open this, that solid falls into a liquid and makes a reaction to create probably poisonous gas.
I thought it was a mechanism, not
Is
a
it possible
chemical
for me
reaction.
to get this as a recipe to
is
make
it.
later?
So,
Question for the DM. So, let's say we put water in this, and then we close it and reopen it. Would it just spray a cloud of, like, vaporized water into the air?
theoretically speaking,
I'm just like, but you can
It's a vaporizer jar.
gasify
Oh, it's a
whatever is
vapor.
in that alchemic jar.
correct.
And it's only once it's open, but I mean, we really don't know what it is in there
Yeah, we know that, but we were saying we could refill it with something else and use it later.
Correct.
later. Yeah. Oh yeah, sounds good too.
This thing,
Yeah, let's keep that. Let's give it to the new alchemist.
Yay.
How's it feel being an alchemist, Mako?
You know, the more I think about it, if this thing just turns something into a gas that then affects the area, it makes camping a lot easier if we all just go into a tent, put a potion in, and then open it.
Potion of healing.
or a potion of speed.
A potion of
Or
drugs.
looks at the potion of advantage. The options.
Are endless.
Also, Nyafta, you know the name of this potion.
Aha. Which will be
Potion of advantage.
a potion of advantage.
No. The canister.
Oh, the canister. What is it?
Yeah.
Allow me to type it out.
Alright.
Yeah, so I can add it to my inventory.
Are you gonna put it on the?
I'm gonna put it in
okay.
roll 20.
Okay.
The vaporizer.
That's amazing.
That's another thing you're gonna have to make a handout.
Yep. This is a common magic item, though. It's not even really magic. It's just a common item, really.
It's
I'm-
just an item that you can be used with magic items.
Correct.
I'm okay with this.
Potion of incineration. If you drink it, you die. You just spontaneously combust. Just make that into a gas.
Vapor razor. Oh, poor razor. Yeah. Vapor razor. Was that in the book?
And
Or did I just happen to know what that was?
That was in the book.
Yeah, that figures.
it was actually listed underneath underneath all the mechanics and stuff on the wall.
Oh,
The
are there
name of it
like-
was written.
Are there like some
That's
sort
awesome.
of explanation of the working of the mechanism of that jar?
So the mechanism, what happens is the brass rings actually create an electrical discharge.
Okay, but how do they like? Is it
Yes,
is
the wall tells you how it works.
Yes. So, the liquid is filled inside, and
Mhm.
the act of sealing it and then reopening it causes enough static electricity and friction
so there-
to cause
I see.
the bands
Boil.
around it to create
Activate.
a boil point of any liquid inside.
and it goes
and just
fully
turns it into a
activated
mist.
multiple times.
It can be used multiple times. Basically, as long as the cap is still that weird, squishy stuff, though he writes it as green almost flesh.
Green almost flesh.
Yes, that's like, so under the cap, under the material that's inside,
The sealant.
it's green almost flesh.
The whatever is sealing it shut that's what he's calling it.
I'll have to talk to the alchemist, to our companion at the Alchemist Guild and see if he can
Maybe
tell me
this
what that
can be
is.
shown to the master of the Guild of Trinkets.
What?
Tinkers, and is, I believe, the word that she was looking for.
Yeah.
I was like,
So-
trinkets and tinkers
No, no,
are not the same thing.
So Pip
Not an
Pip is who she's
Pip.
thinking of.
because we're with her, right? So maybe she can know or give it a
replicate this
better
design.
Right.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
Yeah, we just need to like open this in a safe way before we do that.
It's already been open.
Yeah, so the act of closing it and reopening it will cause the effect to trigger.
But
But once it's opened, you're safe to fill it with whatever.
And
However,
it's already been opened.
it's already been opened and now it's empty, so if there's nothing in it, then nothing happens.
there you go. Yeah, that's good information. Sorry,
We already
I'm
knew it was empty because that's what killed
Sorry.
the Thorn member who came in here.
Ah, okay. All right.
Also,
Yeah, we can absolutely reuse this thing.
Also, you do find the alchemical formula for the poison that he used. It's called the flesh zapper poison.
Flesh zapper.
Oh, that's why he's a skeleton. Good to know. Looks at the body.
Yes. That's pretty revealing.
Basically, to sum it up, what it does is it kills you, and then it ramps up the speed of decay and causes the chemical reactions in your body that trigger decay
Okay.
to activate, and activate faster.
So what I'm
see.
hearing is I can take this recipe then.
Rapid
Yeah.
decomposition.
What about the fumes from
starting-
the decomposition of the corpse?
What?
So once the poison has entered the system, the body decomposing will not re-release the poison into the air.
Oh, I see. All right.
However, the acrid scent is, he puts it as smells like rotten whale blubber.
How they knowing they're not dead?
This is
If
in
you
the
make a poison, you know how it smells.
this is in the notes
I
of
know,
the
but if you
composition
inhale
for.
that, you die. Just saying.
I mean, true, unless he tested it on somebody else and was waiting to see how it reacted.
It's like, hey, can you smell this? What does it smell like?
I mean, you know, using rats as test dummies has been a thing.
Yes.
Using people as test dummies have been a thing.
Yes.
True. But
I was
anyway.
gonna say in this campaign, people have probably been used.
But so this is the this is all you have of the orc
That wrote this.
Inventor that was down here, that was posing as a janitor.
Yep. Although
He is
technically he's
an
called a
assistant,
whiz boy.
A whiz boy assistant.
Yep.
Yeah, assistant whiz boy. Yes, that's what it was. Assistant whiz boy.
Assistant was boy Axe.
His name is
Axe.
Axeman.
Axeman.
Axeman whiz boy.
X-Man.
And with that though, the water has had enough time to purify where you guys are traveling, and you
Hooray.
are able to swim through the water. There is some of you have waterproof cases, so you can put the recipes and blueprints that you found away to keep them safe.
Yeah.
Let's get further information that we can use later on.
I'm gonna need a list of all the different things I can make with that alchemical kits.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also gonna have to get an alchemy kit.
Alchemy kit.
But
Actually, is there one here I could take?
yes, there is alchemist
Sweet.
supplies. And the container to carry them. There's also a set of tinker's tools on the other workbench.
I'm taking both.
Okay. You now
Cool.
have alchemy supplies and tinker's tools. And
You know how to use Tinker Tools?
I'm aware of it.
also
I
you
know how to use Tinker Tools.
you do notice that none of these match. Like, they're all from different tinker tools or alchemy supply sets. Clearly he was stealing pieces as he could get a hold of them and cobbled together a set.
Like a functional set.
This one's pink. That one's green. This one's magenta.
Or like this is like made by one place, is made by another place, this belongs to this set.
Yep.
Mm.
The guy from the Guild of Fuels might know exactly which one this one is.
So they're called makeshift alchemy supplies and makeshift tinker's tools. Basically, they're only worth half of the total value.
But they are functional.
Oh yeah, they function just fine. It's just that because it's not a complete set that was made as a set, it's worth less.
It's worth a little less because it's cobbled together.
That's fine. I don't need the fancy stuff.
Since you got the coat, could I have the Tinker Tools, pretty please?
Can Reeve use them?
Yeah.
No,
Sure.
I'm just out of character. I didn't know Reeve could do that.
Yeah, I have a proficiency in Tinker's Tools.
Yeah.
And I will hand you the bag of tools.
Hell yeah.
Yay!
You now have makeshift tinker's tools.
Happy siren noises.
But with that, you're able to take the one passageway you know doesn't lead to the Guild of Fuels. And so the wall is kind of in a grate, but as you get underwater, you realize that the little grate system only goes about almost to the bottom, but not quite into the bottom of the canal. And so you are able to swim through it. Swim under it.
Alright.
As you do, you find yourself ending up in a very weird place. You end up in a dry dock of sorts. And so, very much like where submarines go to like be inserted into water.
Mm-hmm.
However, you're only in one small portion of it. There's actually a much larger portion ahead of you, and floating above that is a submersible with pretty big engines and arms and contraptions. And as you're looking at it, you see that there are people tinkering and working on it, and you see that they're attaching big, like, almost vacuum hoses to ports on either side of it. And one looks down and sees all of you bobbing out of the water and shouts, "Intruders! Sound the alarm!"
No,
And
Where are we at?
you have no
You're the
idea.
intruder.
Dry dock.
Yeah, you're in some kind of like submarine
No, I
launch
meant-
dry dock.
Yeah, I was like, we're probably under the guild of one of the guilds, or we just entered the guild of
War?
the one that makes boats. That does all the
the-
repairs and stuff.
Yeah, that would be the shipwright, the shipwrights guild.
And that's probably where we're at.
But with that, we will pick that up next time with you arriving in that location.
Okay.
Because that's a perfect place to stop, I think. So,
There's
Agreed.
intruders! Oh, fuck.
So, I would like to thank all of you so very much for stopping by today. I also would love to thank my fantastic cast of characters who, of course, I could not do this without, so in no particular order. First, we have my brother Crowlot joining us, playing Mr. Mako, our Circle of the Deep druid.
Yay! Shark noises.
Yep, he is a Tiburon. And, I like the Tiburon species in
Oh,
Vodari.
especially with the Circle of the Deep feature that makes it so, I can be on land.
Yeah, it's actually, like, really useful. And then, of course, we have Mr. Eric playing Melly, our Simic hybrid blood wizard.
Eldritch noises.
I mean, you could have just said cuttlefish noises.
No,
Is there a
I'm
difference?
No.
We, of course, have the lovely Laura playing Niafta, our bard rogue tiefling.
That would be moi. Hey.
You're supposed to say tiefling noises.
Oh, tiefling noise is like, hi, I'm a tiefling.
Tiefling noises! Hi, I'm a
What
tiefling!
the hell did you meant to say with that?
That's awesome! Oh, that's awesome. Take a point of inspiration and just roll with it. That's funny. And then, of course, last but certainly not least, we have Mr. Emil, our wave dancing siren ranger.
Be siren noises.
And I have been your master of the seas, your head physician in this surgery. I would like to thank you all so very much for watching, and until next time, stay healthy, my friends.
AKA
Bye-bye.
happy DM